Left turns protected and unprotected. The difference between a protected left turn and an unprotected left turn is a signal. A protected left turn will have a signal that provides them with adequate time to make a left turn, where they, and opposite traffic turning left, are the only ones using the intersection. A green direction signal gives turning drivers permission to proceed, but driver must still yield the right-of-way to any vehicle, bicycle, or pedestrian that is still in the intersection. Situations where drivers have to make an unprotected left turn can be tricky. Since an unprotected left turn has no signal telling drivers when it is their turn, drivers turning left must make sure they watch out for oncoming traffic before proceeding with their turn. Two-way left turn lane. There are some streets where it is permissible for drivers to make a left turn from either direction without the infrastructure of a four-way intersection. This is done through the use of a two-way turn lane in the center of the road. A two-way left turn lane divides the roadway, and it means that the two-way left turn lane can only be used when making a left or a turn in the opposite direction, when a U-turn is permitted. If you are trying to turn left from the street, you must drive completely into the center turn lane before making the complete turn. If you stop preemptively, you could end up blocking traffic. If you try to speed through the turn, you could end up hitting unseen oncoming traffic. Before you proceed, make sure the lane is clear in both directions. Only turn when it is safe to do so. It is also advised that you look for oncoming traffic that is also looking to use the center turn lane at the same time you wish to do so. One-way road to one-way road. When you make a left turn at an intersection controlled by traffic lights from a one-way street to another one-way street, you can turn left on a red light if traffic moves from right to left only after stopping completely behind the limit line. If there is a sign prohibiting a left turn on a red light, you must wait for the green light. Before proceeding, make sure the path is clear just as you would when turning right on a red light. Check that there are no other vehicles approaching and no pedestrians entering the crosswalk. Right turn. Begin the turn in the lane nearest the right-hand curb. End the turn in the lane nearest the right-hand curb. Do not swing wide into another lane of traffic. On some roads, you can start your right turn in a lane other than the far right lane if it is specifically marked for right turns. When turning, watch for pedestrians. Right turns protected and unprotected. A protected right turn means you are turning when there is a green arrow. The green arrow means all other traffic is stopped. If you don't have a green arrow and you are making a turn, it is an unprotected turn. It is still legal, but you must yield to oncoming traffic and only proceed when your path is clear. Right turn against a red light. Make a complete stop when you reach a red light, if there is one, or before entering the intersection. If there is no sign that prohibits a right turn on red, you may turn right. Be careful that you do not interfere with pedestrians, bicyclists, or vehicles moving on their green light. No turn against red arrow. A left turn may not be made when you have a red arrow. If you see a sign that prohibits you from turning left, it is safe to assume that you are also prohibited from making a U-turn. Scan for hazards. Before making a U-turn, check for vehicles coming from the opposite side of the roadway and vehicles turning onto the roadway. Scan in every direction for potential hazards and cars coming out of driveways or coming out of parking spaces. Also, be aware of cars trying to beat the yellow light and pedestrians crossing. Vehicles position before and after U-turns. The law states, when making a U-turn, you must start your U-turn from the leftmost legal lane closest to the center of the road, and then pull forward and scan for oncoming traffic.